Alexander Baxter is not your ordinary cat. For many happy years, he lived near the canals with Mr. Baxter, a retired fireman. Every morning, he followed Mr. Baxter downstairs into the kitchen for his morning meal. Alexander enjoyed a variety of food and always had a hearty appetite. Music delighted him. Mr. Baxter would often take Alexander to the canals, where they enjoyed watching the ducks. One evening, Alexander learned that his way of life was about to change.
Alexander Baxter, come here. I want to talk with you for a bit. We've been real close. But times have changed now, Alexander. I won't be able to look after you any longer. Where I'm going to live, you just can't be with me. But I'm going to give you to Mrs. Travis. She's a good person. She lives across town. She loves animals. She'll take care of you until she finds someone who will make a nice home for you. Oh, it'll be difficult at first, Alexander, but you'll do just fine.
When Alexander arrived at Mrs. Travis's house, he learned that many pets waited a long time to be adopted. Some were never adopted at all. Alexander was fascinated by the fish. The twin dogs appeared sad. The black cat was angry, tried to frighten Alexander, but Alexander stood tall and was not afraid. Alexander decided to search for someone who would care only for him. One night, he slipped through an open window, climbed up on the roof, and went out into the world looking for that special person. Alexander sprained his front paw, causing him to limp. While trying to rest in a trash barrel, he had an unexpected encounter. As he was crossing a parking lot, he noticed a delivery van and hid inside, behind the boxes. Perhaps he would find someone in another part of town that would make a new home for him. The van drove many miles into the country. Not having eaten since he left Mrs. Travis's house, Alexander was getting thirsty and very hungry. Lost in the woods, the cat anxiously looked for something to eat. In the distance, he discovered a picnic table. He was hoping there might be some food left there. Only a few scraps remained. After sleeping in the woods all night, he wandered up to a lonely road and followed it for a long time. He spotted a paper boy preparing to deliver his morning newspapers. At first, Alexander was a little shy. But he gathered his courage and walked right up to the boy.
Hey, where'd you come from? Alexander Baxter, Are you lost? Would you like to go for a ride with me? Alexander, watch this. How about that? I bet you'd like to meet Mom and Dad.
Alexander wondered what kind of home he was being taken to.
I think Mom and Dad would really like you.
Where did you get the cat?
On my paper route, Dad. Can we keep him?
Come here, Billy. Look, we just rented this apartment. And one of the rules in the building is that no pets are allowed. Look, I know you want a pet and a cat is nice. But we just can't keep them. Those are the rules.
Please, Dad.
Look, I don't want any trouble about this.
Mom.
Sorry, Billy.
The cat's gotta go. Now.
Alexander was very disappointed. He liked the paper boy and wanted to remain with him. Being out on the streets again, he was lost and tired. Some unusual noises attracted his attention. An open car door looked inviting. He thought he would take a nap on the soft car seat. He felt he was caught in a heavy rainstorm. It appeared to him that a monster was trying to get inside.
Hey, what's that? See the cat?
Alexander found himself at a school. All the students were in their classrooms. After exploring the grounds, he came upon the strangest looking cat with large teeth and huge claws. Alexander didn't quite know what to make of it. He kept wondering if he would ever meet anyone who would make a new home for him. He climbed high up in a tree and waited patiently for the school day to end. A girl named Debbie, wearing a red hat, caught Alexander's eye. Although his paw was still painful, he stayed close behind her. He was hoping the girl would pay some attention to him. When she smiled at him, he knew he must continue to follow her. He thought, how much further would she go?
Here, kitty, kitty, kitty.
While Debbie read Alexander's name tag, her mother came outside to meet her.
Alexander Baxter. What a special name you have. Hey, Mom, look what a cute cat I found. He's so beautiful, and he just followed me home from school. Can we keep him, please?
Now, who's going to feed and care for him?
I will, I promise.
Well, he is rather cute. Okay. If we can't find his owner, he can be a new addition to our family.
Wow.
Debbie took charge of Alexander and learned how to care for him. With rest, his paw even got better.
You have such a soft coat.
Alexander worked up his appetite whenever he watched the toy pig flip over the ham and eggs. Sometimes cats misbehave and get into mischief, and that included Alexander. Alexander wanted to please his new friend. So one day when Debbie was drawing a picture, he sat quietly by, waiting for an opportunity.
Alexander, will you bring me my colored pen, please?
He remembered the dog bringing in the newspaper. He thought, if a dog can fetch a paper, I can fetch a pen.
Thank you, Alexander.
Alexander was very proud of himself. Debbie's favorite doll remained on the chair. Even the stuffed animals received little attention. Alexander was the main attraction in the girl's life.
Debbie, we've had Alexander for a week now, and ever since he's been with us, I've been sneezing. I must be allergic to cats. Honey, I'm sorry, but I'm afraid we're going to have to give Alexander away.
Oh, Mother, no.
Debbie called her best friend Melissa and gave Alexander to her.
Melissa, here's Alexander. Oh, thanks, Deb. Melissa, please take care of Alexander. I will. Here's his favorite ball. Oh, by the way, when did he eat?
Debbie told Melissa what foods he enjoyed and when to feed him. Alexander felt sad. He remembered having the same lonely feelings he had when Mr. Baxter told him that they wouldn't be together anymore. That night, Debbie woke up from a dream, thinking Alexander was still with her.
Hi, Debbie, guess what? I made a mistake. The doctor said I wasn't allergic to cats after all, so it wasn't Alexander Baxter that made me sneeze. It was the flowers Dad gave me for my birthday.
Does that mean we get Alexander back?
Melissa was asked to return Alexander, but she was troubled and wanted to keep him.
Mom, what am I gonna do?
Melissa, I know how much you want to keep Alexander. But remember, Debbie's your best friend. Friends look after each other.
Alexander remembered his friendship with Debbie and how much she cared for him.
How do you think Debbie will feel if you don't give the cat back?
Not so good, I guess.
You know, Melissa, Alexander seems unhappy since he's been here.
I know.
Honey.
Melissa learned to be sensitive to the feelings of others. Being a loyal friend and deciding what was best for the cat, Melissa returned Alexander to Debbie. That night, Alexander thought how grateful he was to be back with the child who gave him so much love.